Hi, Master.
Hello, Master.
Hello,
Hi,
Master.
Master.
Yeah. Sorry, wake you up.
We're up already.
Yeah, it's almost time for meditation anyway, okay?
Yes, Master.
It's not fair that I am sleepless and you guys are snoring. So I wake you up just just to accompany me, yeah?
We love to accompany you, Master.
Okay, good. Never mind. I know you had a question, and I don't always have time. So right now, early in the morning, I have time. You can ask me. Because the war is boiling, so maybe you have more questions than last time. Tell me.
Yes, Master. Well, NATO has rejected President Zelensky's request for a no-fly zone over Ukraine. And NATO's excuse was that would cause a war. Is this a good excuse or not, Master?
No-fly zone is a must to save lives. Russian lives and Ukrainian lives. It's already war. So no. Not a good excuse.
Yes, Master.
First, they refused also Ukraine to join NATO because they worry Russia will use that excuse to make war with Ukraine. But they refused, and Russia knows that, and they still make war with Ukraine.
Right, Master.
That's right.
So now they say something like they worry there's a nuclear war if they order the no-fly zone.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe they wait again next time until the nuclear war begins already. And then I don't know what other excuse they will have.
Right, Master.
Because Russia did not respect anything.
Yes, Master.
Did not respect NATO. NATO already say, okay, we don't have Ukraine as a member. So that should satisfy Russia already.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So that was the beginning. There was an excuse that they want to come in. They say if they stop Ukraine to go into NATO, they don't want it. They say if Ukraine joins NATO, then there will be a problem. They will make war. Now they did already. And NATO still doesn't admit Ukraine.
Yes, Master.
And now they just ask for a no-fly zone and they refuse again. I don't know who has any spy in the NATO organization or not. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why Trump did not want to continue a relationship with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Because actually, NATO got paid a lot of money.
Yes.
And a lot of money goes into Europe. And then Europe uses the money to buy oil or gas or whatever from Russia.
Well, I have to say, I think it's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia. So we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting all of these countries, and then numerous of the countries go out and make a pipeline deal with Russia, where they're paying billions of dollars into the coffers of Russia. We're supposed to be protecting you from Russia, but why are you paying billions of dollars to Russia for energy? Why are countries in NATO, namely Germany, having a large percentage of their energy needs paid, to Russia and taken care of by Russia?
So what's the use of all that?
No use.
He feels like it's no sense, no logic.
Yeah.
So you can see now, NATO, you can't even trust them. NATO refused Ukraine, EU refused Ukraine, America crossed their arms in front of their chest, watching on. So Ukraine is left alone to fend for themselves or to die alone. Talking about good neighbors. Love thy neighbors and all that.
Yes, Master.
They make an excuse saying that if they order no-fly zone, that means they could maybe trigger the nuclear war in Europe.
Yes,
Master.
But just maybe. Because Russia will be also afraid of NATO and the world and many countries that have nuclear.
Right, Master. True.
And even maybe more than Russia has.
Yes.
If all the countries put together.
Yes.
Because Russia is the one and they have many nuclear in many other countries, including India even.
Yes, Master. Yes.
So first they refuse Ukraine because they say Russia will make an excuse to war with Ukraine, and Russia already did. And they still don't accept Ukraine, and now they make an excuse say it might trigger a nuclear war. So they refuse Ukraine again. Probably they wait until nuclear comes.
Yes,
And
Master.
at that time, it might be too late to react.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Maybe they'd be dead already. Because you can see Russia putting, he does things using elements of surprise.
Yes.
Up to now, he didn't tell anybody that he's going to make war with Ukraine, even though he already built up an army force next to the border.
Yes, Master.
And meanwhile, keep saying, no, we don't talk about that. Even he told his vice chief, no, we don't talk about conflict with Ukraine, something like that. And he didn't tell anyone else. He didn't tell his people even. Even the army did not know until maybe last minute. So I told you, that's why Trump did not want to continue with their relationship.
Wow.
Right.
You can see that.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
So maybe Trump is more far-sighted. He's too many steps ahead of his other politicians
Yes, Master.
in the United States of America. I don't know NATO. What for are they there? I don't know. And UN, I don't know for what they are there. And I don't know EU, what for they are there. America also, the government of America. I also don't know what they're doing there either.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just sitting there, eating the tax money, and having big positions. So can talk loud, talk big.
Yes, Master.
Wasting time, wasting money all day long. Ah, God. Poor Trump. He cannot mix well with this kind of group.
Yes, Master.
And UK, long time ago, they've been, like invading many countries. And now they don't do it anymore. And somebody else invaded their neighbors and they don't want to help. But the UK's defense minister also objected to the no-fly zone, right?
Yes, Master.
Now you know, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Truly, a friend in need is a friend indeed. It's difficult to find friends in this world. Now they saw that Ukraine is weaker and doesn't have a lot of anything to offer them. And even against Russia, they all go with Russia. Isn't that a shame?
Yes, Master.
Huh?
Yes, Master.
How can you stand with a bully and almost like helping to beat up the smaller guy?
That's right.
In any sense, this is really cowardly. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Truly like that. I don't know what they're doing, the whole big people of the world.
Yes, Master.
You got what I say already, yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It is not about the size of any country. It is the principle of NATO, the principle of the EU, the principle of the free world, that you should protect somebody weak and meek, especially when they have the same principles that you uphold so high.
Yes, Master.
The principle of freedom, the principle of fairness, the free world motto that they adhere to. The same with NATO. They joined together because they wanted to have strength of the united entity.
Yes.
So just to protect their freedom, their sovereignty of each country. So they joined together so that others will not dare to attack them because they're strong, united, we stand.
Yes.
The same principle Ukrainians are fighting for now. And they just ignore it. They don't just ignore Ukraine, they ignore their own highly valued, precious principle.
Yes, Master.
As if they say one thing and do another.
Yes.
And say, no, this and that and other. Ukraine is not NATO. They already refused him because of fear of Russia. What a shame. And then now they refuse to have Ukraine in the best way they can. So now it seems like they open the door for Russia to come in. Open the sky and tell Russia to come and bomb these weak people.
Yes, Master.
Because they have nothing to defend you. You just go in, man.
Yes, Master.
Oh, my God. Can you see the picture?
Yes, yes.
How shameless.
Yes.
If the neighbor is not your family, of course, but if he's not a bad guy and he's in trouble, wouldn't you help?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because you can, not just because you cannot.
Yes, Master.
Because you can.
Yes.
And you're just standing there and calculating, what will I get? If I help this neighbor, will that bully also later try to beat me also? No, you have not just one neighbor, you have many neighbors. The whole community of the world is also rejecting Russia. but maybe just in talk and in some small actions only.
Yes, Master.
You don't have just one neighbor. So why you worry about the bully will come and beat you up? You just call all the neighbors together and help that weak guy so he survives.
Yes, Master.
And then shoo that bully away.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, or put him somewhere he belongs, like prison or something. Call the police. Putting in the Hague, the International Criminal Court, where he belongs. Something like that. But no, just stand by and watch on as people are dying, children are suffering, and millions of people have to run away, live in their homes, live in their husband, wife, whatever. And the whole lifetime of their labor, their house, and their security. Go into another country, begging for security and safety, just like beggars.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Killing their dignity as well. Helping Russia to do it. Such a shame.
Yes, it is, Master.
They don't have any shame. Are they men or they're just some sissy something?